guys. So my name is Sara Hathaway, and something I love to talk about is self-defense, something I do every day of my life. So I'm here to talk to you guys about that. I am the author of the Changing Earth series. It's a fictional series that I wrote for fun, and then it took off, and everybody loves the story, so they keep going, and eventually I'm going to bring the series to an end. We'll get there. I also am the host of the Changing Earth podcast. So, Sara F. Hathaway, I grew up country. I grew up shooting bows, shooting rifles, trap shooting, grandpa, gardening, shooting 12 gauges and stuff like that. So I was always an athlete. I like to play ice hockey. I like to do lots of things. Growing up, softball, kinds of stuff. Mom wouldn't put me in martial arts because I was too rough. I was always in the penalty box in ice hockey, and she didn't approve of that. So I finally started training on my own in 2002. I started with Kuksul Wan. It's a Korean style. And then I advanced into Taekwondo because I had Olympic dreams. I ended up having a family, realized that was going to take a lot of my time. So I don't want to do that anymore. But I train 5 nights a week, sometimes 6 if my instructor has his way. I just live there on a cot in the back. So that's basically my life is training. I love it. I'm always bruised and a mess, but it helps me teach other people how to defend themselves. And my goal in life, if I can just save one life, if somebody can have a better day because of something that I taught them, survive one disaster, get through just breathing a little bit easier because of something that I taught them, what an honor. It's worth more than any amount of money you could give me. So that's kind of my mission in life. So currently I'm working to get my 3rd degree black belt, and I just like to train, so I didn't like to test a whole lot, and my instructor is now forcing me to test so I can start opening my own school, coaching others to take them to the Olympics and things like that. So he's like, okay, you've been training, you need to start testing. So years and years of training and doing that. He also forced me to do jujitsu, which is ground game, so we're going to get into that. Okay, so I've got some hands-on practice exercises that we're going to work on, even though we have limited space here, and everybody's got different fitness levels. So I wanted to do basic things, that we can all pull off no matter where we're at. And so first thing I'm going to do is encourage you to remember when you go home, find a place where you can learn, okay? It's a step. It gets you out the door. It gets you into that community, people who are like-minded and want to help you learn how to defend yourself. Really, really important. Second thing I want you to think about is that things that we're going to learn today are for self-defense only. This is not to end an argument over parking spot, okay? These are things that will seriously hurt people, and I'm not responsible for how you use them or anything like that, okay? So first thing we're going to do, we just want to walk away, smile, talk away. Okay, so we're going to try and end anything peacefully. Hey, I don't want anything to do with you. Let's settle down. Let's just end this, okay? So these are lifesavers, not disagreement solvers. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is with our piece of paper. The piece of paper simulates the soft areas. So soft areas being the eyes, okay? So close your eye for a minute. And then tap lightly on the front of your eye and feel how that feels. And you can go a little bit heavier. Okay, it doesn't take much pressure to hurt that eye. The eye is also very similar to a man's testicle. It's basically the same amount of pressure on an eye that it takes to hurt a man's testicle. Okay? So as your training increases, this is one area that I don't actually like to attack because it takes longer to hit the brain. However, from a beginner standpoint, of course, the genitalia is a great area to go for. The other area that we're going to be looking at is the Adam's apple, okay? So if you lightly touch in at the base of your neck and press in there, see how much pressure it takes for you to start a little bit, right? It doesn't take very much pressure. So elderly, non-fit, you don't know what you're doing, these are the areas that you're kind of aiming for. So our paper simulates this. He's going to hold it up for me. right? And my idea is if I was attacking for real, this would be his Adam's apple, this would be his eye. Of course, I'd have to get past his glasses. He's got protection, right? So we take the piece of paper and go for the middle, okay? 2 fingers, we go straight for the middle.